How's your day going, guys? I'm RenegadeTitan HD, and today we're playing Ark Survival Evolved. Now, yesterday for the PC version of the game there was an update which was Patch Version V255.1, which added all new tech structures for you to be able to build. Now, as always with the last update, which was the tech armors, in order to be able to obtain them and to be able to build them, you have to kill the bosses. Once you've done that, you'll have unlocked them and you'll be able to make something like this, which is the Tek replicator. That's what it looks like when it's turned on. Now, all of these structures have to be made in here, and they usually take either element, metal, polymer and crystal, and some black pearls. So if I go to the inventory and I'll go to structures, we'll have a look at some of the tech items they've added. So I'll hover over them so you can see the resources needed, and I'll say the names out just so you can see them. So right here, Tek staircase, Tek sloped wall right, Tek sloped wall left, Tek railing, the Tek sloped roof, Tek fence foundation, Tek window, Tek window frame, Tek door frame, Tek wall, Tek trapdoor, Tek ramp, Tek pillar, Tek ladder, Behemoth Tek gateway, Tek dinosaur gateway, Behemoth Tek gate, Tek dinosaur gateway, Tek foundation, Tek door, Tek hatch frame, Tek ceiling, Tek catwalk. Now, some of these require elements to build, but they don't require power. None of them require any power source of any kind. The only thing that does that is this itself, the Tek replicator, and then that, which is the Tek Forcefield. Now, for the Tek Forcefield, it's kind of a big ask in order to build it. If you go to structures after unlocking it and you go to MISC, here it is. So it needs 75 element to make it, ingots 5,000, crystal 600, black pearls 150, and polymer 800. And it also obviously needs element in its inventory in order to turn it on. So it says here that it generates an impenetrable expandable spherical shield to keep out enemies, and it requires the element to run and the Tek engram to use it, obviously when you've killed the bosses and unlocked it. So a few things about the Tek Forcefield is that once you're inside it, you're safe. If you're outside of it, obviously not safe. Now, the shield itself can be damaged, but what it can't be hurt by is any normal weaponry of any kind, any tamed dinos from your enemies. So like, say someone comes across with a giga and tries to munch the shit out of your shield, not happening. Same with any wild dinos. None of them can pass through it, none of them can hurt it. What can hurt it is explosives, the Tek rifle, and the Tek Rex armor, which has lasers on it and will shoot. Those things can damage it. They won't pass through the barrier, they won't shoot through the barrier, but they will shoot at the barrier and do damage to it. The same with you if you're on the inside. If you're trying to shoot out, it's not happening. You will just damage the barrier. Now, the barrier itself can be placed anywhere. It can be placed on the ground or on the foundation. It doesn't matter. It can also be placed underwater, so when Tek underwater bases come out, it's going to be useful there to protect you from being raided underwater. Now, when you initiate the bubble, it takes 5 minutes for the bubble to generate, so you're going to have to hold off any would-be attackers for about 5 minutes. If you go on its smallest settings, which is about a 2x2 radius, it will only use one single piece of element every 1 hour. But if you got it on its max settings, which I do currently, to encompass about a 20x20 area, 20 foundations long, 20 foundations in width, and I think I'm about 4 or 5 walls high there, and we're about maybe a third of the way to the top. So it does encompass a good area. But yeah, for that size, it's one whole stack of element, which is 10 pieces of element per hour to power. So it's not actually that much in order to power it. So if you're like me and you like everything placed properly and you're OCD about your structure build and everything, don't worry about breaking it to replace it, because you can pick it up. It does have a pickup option, so it goes into your inventory, it'll drop its inventory on the ground, so you have to pick that back up. But the item itself will go into your inventory and you can place it somewhere new. So you don't have to worry about keep on building new ones. Now, if you're thinking of doing something like I did, which was placing 2 of these within close proximity to create a big, wider area, that won't work. They can only be placed a certain distance between each other, and that distance is actually quite significant, to the point where you can get a big ass dinosaur, a titanosaur, between the two force fields. So in between the two bubbles, not in them. So if you're going for this kind of thing, you're going to have spread out bases. And obviously it casts somewhat of a glow, so if you're trying to be incognito or hiding in the woods, it's not happening. People are going to see you. But you're not going to have this activated at all times. But if someone really does want to get in, they can. I did considerable amount of damage to it with a Tek rifle. Now, here we have a Tek gate. This is the Tek gateway, Tek gate. Now with these, they work in a certain way. You can't see through them, but you can see it kind of bobbing about and moving around. I'll change it to daylight now. There you go. So as you can see, it's kind of wobbling a bit. Now if I walk up to it, it'll disappear. If I walk to the other side of it, it'll come back. So that's how that works. Now it does have its own settings that you can change, so you can have stay open settings, stay open for nearby authorized players, stay open for nearby authorized players containing dinos, or don't stay open at all. So you do the usual press E to open, press E to close. Same with auto opening settings, auto open for nearby authorized players and so on, or close settings and change the timer for how long it takes for it to close after you've passed through it or something has passed through it. Now here I've built somewhat of a base, which I'll show you around in a minute, but over here I've put a load of walls down so you can see somewhat of what they look like when they've been placed. Now this is what everything looks like when it's just been placed, no colour changes to it whatsoever. The windows work the same way, walk up to it, they disappear, and they've got their own settings as well. Walk away, there. And you can't see through it if you're on either side anyway. So you have to walk up to it to be able to see through. So that's what everything looks like there, without being changed to anything. Here's when it's been painted white, the wall and the window frame, and then a black painted window. Blue with a red window, red, blue window, black, white window. So you can very heavily change the colours of everything. They're quite vibrant, so it's quite nice. Now over here I built a decent sized base. I'll go up in here so you guys can have a look. It does encompass quite a big area. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 16 in length. So yeah, it's about 20, maybe a bit over in length that you can actually cover with the force field. So we've got the Tek pillars here in the corner, we've got the Tek ramp which we just walked over, Tek railings up there, Tek ceilings. Now everything's got a little light on it. Now these are actually the foundations and the lights are indented into it, so if we walk back and at an angle the lights will disappear because they like drop down into the floor a little bit. Same with the Tek door, it's got its own settings. Now all the walls, the lights stay on, which is pretty nice. We've got the Tek catwalks here. So if you want to be putting some boxes up, this is what this is going to look like if you put them on these. I usually do. We've also got the Tek ladders. Now all of these can be painted, the colours can be changed, so it's all pretty cool. You can uniquely individualize everything if you really want. So that's the hatch frame, and it works the same way as everything else. Proximity orientated, you just walk up and through. Once you're through, it disappears. So this is the force field generator itself. If I hold E just to prove my point, you can pick up the Tek force field and you can deactivate the barrier. Now if you pick it up or deactivate it, your bubble's gone for your bubble's gone, and then you got to put it back down, power it, and wait 5 minutes for the bubble to come back. So this is a pretty short video, it's just me just talking about everything, but this is the base I built. Now it was actually quite costly to be able to build something like this. I didn't record the amount of resources I used, but considering what you saw in Replicator, they do take a lot of metal, they do take a lot of crystal and polymer and a bit of element. So if you're trying to power a base, you're trying to power the force field, the Replicator, the obelisk, all those things, and a couple of people's armors, you're going to have a team hitting the bosses every couple of days sort of thing, or maybe once or twice a week or month or whatever, depending on how often you play. So element is going to become a very, not rare resource, but a very expensive resource to get your hands on. Now I absolutely love the updates that Wildcard's been rolling out. I mean, I think they thought through the Tek Tier pretty well. Everyone was complaining about how OP everything was going to be, but to be honest, to hit the bosses as much as you have to in order to unlock all the engrams, you know, the amount of resources that takes to be able to do all the hard bosses to unlock all the engrams straight off the bat is a bit of a big ask. So they've hit the nail on the head with that. The same with all the tech structures. They're not cheap. The same with the shield. You know, it can be broken. It takes a fair bit, but it could be the decider in a fight. If I was a tribe here in this base and I had this shield up, it would only protect me for so long. If someone really wanted to kill me, if they really thought I'd pissed in their cornflakes and they wanted to come and fucking kill me, they could. All they gotta do is do enough damage to the shield. So all in all, this has been one hell of an update, which has been incredibly well thought through, and all the individual parts of it have been considered, and it looks fantastic. Especially for someone like me who loves building, having an update like this was a dream come true. Everything looks fantastic. So this is just a short video just showcasing a lot of that stuff to any on PC, Xbox or PlayStation who haven't got their hands on it yet. Now for those who are on Xbox and PlayStation, you know, I saw on the forums that sometime around about March is when you guys could be getting it. Whether or not that's true, it remains to be seen. Yeah, everything's subject to change, so don't take my word for it. And, you know, be patient. It is a big update, and you don't want something that's half broken. You know, you want something that works as well as intended. So be patient, and hopefully you'll be out there. I'm an Xbox player too. I'm not Master Race or anything like that. I just play on PC occasionally. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did and you want to drop me a like, that is much appreciated. The same with subscribing on my brand new channel. So any support anyone wants to give me is much appreciated. So if you want to check out a couple of videos and see if you like what I'm doing, then thank you. So as always, I hope you've had a great day. I hope you're having a great week or are going to have a great week. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.